Welcome to U.S. Immigration TV. Well, there have been news reports and rumors that the Trump administration is deporting U.S. citizen children along with their undocumented parents or out-of-status parents. Well, are these news reports accurate? Are the rumors true? Can U.S. citizen children be deported as part of Trump's enforcement efforts? Well, the simple answer is no. An American citizen, especially one born in the U.S., cannot be deported. Well, what is actually happening in these situations is that a U.S. citizen's parent may have been found deportable or removable. So therefore, in that situation, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, executes or carries out the removal order or the deportation order by taking the parent into custody and returning that parent to their home country. Well, if that deportable parent happens to have a U.S. citizen child, the parent then is given the choice or option of whether the parent wants the child to remain in the U.S., perhaps with a relative or friend or family member, or if the parent does not want to be separated from their child, then does the parent want to take that child back with them to their home country? So it's the parent's choice. And this policy is not new under the Trump administration. For over 50 years, courts have held that the mere fact that a deportable alien has a U.S. citizen child is not recognized as a legal basis to prevent the deportation of that parent. In one case, a young U.S. citizen child argued that her parents should be allowed to remain in the U.S. Otherwise, it would effectively deny that child's right to remain in the U.S. if she had to go along with her parents who are being deported. In other words, it's deporting a U.S. citizen child. But the court back then rejected that argument or that reasoning, noting that such reasoning, and I quote, would open a loophole in the immigration laws for the benefit of those deportable aliens who have had a child born while they were here, unquote. Simply put, for all of you out there, having a U.S. citizen child is not the equivalent of a visa. It does not shield or protect an out-of-status parent from being deported. In such a case, the parent would then need to make the decision of whether to leave the child in the U.S. with friends or relatives or take the child back with them. But a U.S. citizen child could still come to the parent's rescue in a certain number of ways by providing a defense in certain circumstances. Let's go through them. One of them, of course, is a petition by a 21-year-old U.S. citizen child. So if the U.S. citizen child is already 21 years of age, that child could petition the parent for a green card. And in certain circumstances, the parent could be eligible to adjust status or apply for a green card in the U.S. Of course, depending on the type of visa the parent entered on or their manner of entry. Just be aware, some visas do not allow adjustment of status, nor does the situation apply where the parent may have snuck across the border, but still having a U.S. citizen child to petition you. Another one is cancellation of removal. If the parent has been in the U.S. for at least 10 continuous years, is of good moral character, and has a minor U.S. citizen child, if they're later placed in deportation or removal proceedings, they can ask the judge for a green card through cancellation of removal. But it can only be asked in front of a judge, so you have to be in removal proceedings. Another thing is stay of removal. This is a plea or a request to either the courts or ICE to exercise compassion and mercy to allow the parent to remain in the U.S. based on humanitarian considerations and hardship to the child. But let's be honest, given Trump's harsh enforcement efforts, it is unlikely that a stay of deportation would be entertained. Moreover, cases from decades ago had also involved situations of a parent seeking a stay of deportation, and the courts upheld the government's denial of that stay of deportation. But the purpose of this video is I just simply wanted to clarify the misconception that having a U.S. citizen child provides a parent with an ironclad protection against deportation or removal, and also you cannot deport U.S. citizen kids. I also wanted, of course, to address that rumor that U.S. citizen children are being deported, as I've been hearing around. They are not. It's in those situations, the parents are simply choosing to take the child with them rather than being separated. But if you have issues, fears, concerns, or problems with your immigration situation, you may want to consult with an immigration attorney to see if there are pathways to legalization. In the same way, you may want to make an appointment with a doctor for a checkup to see if everything's okay. Here, it would effectively be an immigration checkup. I hope you have found this video informative and helpful to you. Maybe provides this information so you're not in the dark or worrying. Certainly with Trump's enforcement efforts, everyone is worrying. And that's why I have this channel, to keep you informed, keep you updated on the recent developments, changes, and enforcement activities. Therefore, please make sure to like, share, and especially subscribe to this channel. I'm Michael Gurfinkel, and thank you for watching U.S. Immigration TV.